Hi and welcome to a Pisces reading for March. This is a reading for Pisces if you're a Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. And it's a general reading. If you're a cross watcher, whatever it is that you came to see, if you wanted to know about a Pisces. It could also be something that you catch on here that's talking about you, even though you're not a Pisces, but you're trying to find something out about a Pisces. So I'm going to be using the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, and I will be using the Wildwood Tarot, and these cute little guys right here that are the Whispering Woods. What is it that Pisces need to know at this moment in Pisces season regarding career, work, money, situations? What does Pisces need to know at this moment? For the whole collective of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Oh wow, I love this card. Music. Even though that I'm asking about career, it's funny that the balance card came out. So I feel like a lot of you Pisces are feeling like they're definitely in touch with their emotions, but not as emotional as they used to be, or they're keeping more control on their emotional side. With this card of balance, I feel like their logical side and their emotional side are coming in together and working as a team and really helping them out. And I feel like there's a lot of, I know Pisces are usually known for being music lovers, and they love music and are very artistic and such. But this card says, there is a melody to be heard in the deepest parts of the woods, if only we listen. So I feel like some of you are putting in the effort and definitely meditating, going into nature to really ground yourself, to feel connected to Mother Gaia, Pachamama. And I feel like it's something that's definitely working for you, because I feel that that's what's keeping your logical side balanced with your emotional side. I know that it definitely works for me. I sometimes have to fight it, but I tell my friends all the time, like, this is the card that I pulled for myself this morning. It's like, go take a walk. Like, go take a walk. Like, because this is also something that, because I'm also a Pisces, I will, give you that also as a advice card for you guys, for all my Pisces, that sometimes you definitely have to go for a walk. It doesn't matter how small it is, if it's for 5, 10, 15 minutes, whatever it might be. Never judge yourself for how much you could put into it, as long as you find the time to put into it. With the Green Man coming up, I feel like this is a time when you went through the life lessons of spirituality, trying to find your feet with what is it that I do believe. You're usually very spiritual creatures, but if you're not, and this is you're watching, and this is something that maybe has piqued your interest now in 2020, because 2020 has been a very big majestic movement, a very significant number with the 2s, is going to change everything from here on out. We're in officially in Aquarius era, and everything's going to just be so fast, moving swiftly. The communication is going to be just at the tip of your fingers, as it has been for a while now. But it's a good thing and it's a bad thing, because sometimes that's overwhelming us. We're just getting so tired of just getting bombarded with messages on our phones, on TV, on everything, that sometimes you just have to disconnect, and you do have to go disconnect, and you do have to have disconnect from your electronics, disconnect from those things, and have a diet in that sense, a cleanse of no electronics for whatever amount of time you can dedicate. 5 hours, 8 hours, 1 day, whatever it is that you could dedicate to that. And I feel that with work, I feel that this has been very fruitful for you, that it's been helping you in your jobs, that your jobs are looking so much better, that you're in your element, you're just feeling so good. I feel like you're getting compliments of what is it that you're doing, what is it that you're drinking, what is it that you're, everybody's just complimenting you, Pisces, with regards to your work and how you're just bringing it in, and you're on, you know, you're just on your best A game at the moment. So if you're at work and you're playing your music, if you're in an office setting and you have that little radio going on in the back, or like, you know, whatever it is, Pandora or Spotify or something, and you kind of low, so you know, have those vibes where you're jamming to that. Or if you're working a more industrial or in a warehouse and stuff, and you have your, you know, your headphones on or earbuds on, and you're listening to music and it gets you in a real good mood. I could totally see a whole bunch of people that are definitely more in a more industrial kind of work, or more hands-on type of crafter, that are just putting on music, getting their stuff done, getting their work done, and just moving and having a good time. And everybody's like, hey, you look good, you sound good, you look like you passed that worst darkness and lessons and hardships, and you just like blossomed into this like amazing looking beautiful butterfly, where you're just strutting your stuff, feeling your beautiful wings and expanding them, and being the little social butterfly that you usually don't want to be because of the very introverted self that you could be. But right now it's like, I need everybody, your sons in your house. You want to show everything. You want to smile. You want to dance. You want to play the music continuously. I am, for one, been doing that. Like, I think for the whole month of February and coming into March, I've been playing music continuously. And I usually don't do that all the time, because when I go through the spiritual lessons, so if you're a person that's more evolved and you find yourself that you're like, no, I haven't been really listening to music. Well, not everybody's having that, you know, if you're at that level where you're getting like downloads and such, Spirit can communicate if you're being too loud. So for those moments, sometimes you could be like really craving the solitude. And I feel like in December and January, I feel the craving of solitude was really strong for Pisces. They were really struggling with emotions, with everybody, especially in January. I think January was the roughest. I think it put everybody through the ringer. I think January was the longest freaking month ever. So, oh yeah, look at this. Innovation. Your ideas are just coming in. You're ready to tackle your work environment, give your ideas. You're totally feeling in your element. You're just feeling the connection to your water sign, and embracing it with a balance that is amazing. And because you're grounded, you're just equally in both parts, where it's not kicking your ass, where it's not like letting you run away with crazy emotions or feeling everybody else's emotions, and just getting frustrated, not knowing whose emotions they are, because you are the big empath. So that's what we have for career. So your career looks like it's cooking up a storm, brewing stuff up. I feel that there's going to be calls back from people that are putting in applications, that they want to see more of you. I feel that when you show this, your very true and authentic Pisces self, it is going to work for you. I feel like if you're going to listen to music, definitely, but listen to your favorite songs. So especially if you're going to go into an interview, on the way there, get the best song that you could think of that gives you in a good mood, that just wants to kind of make you dance and stuff. Listen to that before anyone that's entering the interviews, because I feel that that's going to show in your aura, in your face, in your smile, in your person, and everything just showing and radiating, that you're going to get those interviews and pass them like nothing. Like a little walking, like a walk, like taking a walk, a simple walk. What do we have to see for our Pisces collective regarding love and relationships? And this doesn't have to be only for love partners as a romantic partner. This could also be relationships regarding your friends and your your children, siblings, someone that you're close to. It could be in any of those scenarios. It doesn't have to do just specifically be for romantic. The 11's showing up a lot for you guys. We have the 11 on this card, and we have the 11 on this card. So something to do with the 11. I know that a lot of people are seeing the synchronicities of 1111, and then, you know, it's definitely showing you from spirit that it's a sign, a sign to tell you that be wishful, make that wish, that good things are coming, that you're on the right path. Like if you're saying to yourself, oh my gosh, you know, should I apply to this job, or should I, you know, go on and talk to this person, or when I said this to my specific, you know, to my friend, my spouse, whoever, was it the right thing? And you just all of a sudden look up in your phone or whatever, you see the 1111. That's confirmation from spirit that you are in a on the right path. And definitely take advantage of that moment when you see the 1111 and make a big wish and say, this that I put into out into the universe, make it real, make it manifest into a physical thing, to a real thing, to a tangible thing for you guys. Ooh, a lot of flirtation going on. My goodness, Pisces, you're a flirty little butterfly, aren't you? I see a card of flirtation. There's like flirtation going on social media. People seeing your stuff, you seeing people's other stuff. The back and forth kind of. And I want to tell, I want to just lay this out here. Even if you're married or in a committed relationship, and not the flirting part, but I'm more saying, if you're in a relationship and you find that you have crushes on people, that you see someone online and you start crushing on them and you just think they're just really gorgeous or just love everything about them. And it could be anything. Like it could be that you're a woman and you're finding another guy that's really handsome and that you find him very attractive, and they're like, oh my god, he's like, that's my crush, you know, on social media or whatever. But you're not like acting out on it. You just, you know, like to look and stuff. When we develop these crushes, and vice versa, with men and towards women and such, as long as you're not acting out on these crushes, but they're there. I read somewhere a very beautiful passage somewhere. I don't know who wrote it. I don't know if it was Rumi or who. I have to look it up again, and I will definitely do that for you guys. But they were saying that when we crush on somebody, it's like we're crushing into ourselves as well. We're having a crush we're having like a love thing, love affair with our own self, because we're seeing parts of us that we love in other people that just makes us feel like familiar. Sometimes it's not just a crush of it could be one of those just lust kind of thing because you find them very, very attractive, but it could also be something that you're like, I don't even find this person totally hot or anything. It's just something about them grabs my attention and I like it. That could be something that you're feeling, and I'm here to tell you, I hope you don't feel guilty about that. As long as you're not acting out on those things, and you're not, you know, pursuing these feelings that you're just like, oh, they passed, you know, and then you have a crush on somebody else, and you know, another next month, and that's fine. And I'm telling you, I have crushes all the time, and what's crazy is that I have crushes on other girls because I feel like other women are very beautiful or aesthetically pleasing to the eye, and I just get a crush of those woman crush that are just because I love how they're put together. I love how they express themselves. And it's not a sexual lust thing. It's more of an admiration. So sometimes at times this could happen with people that you're seeing on social media with, you know, you're a woman with a guy, or a woman with another woman, or a guy with a woman, you know, all of the scenarios, you know, you get the gist. It doesn't matter if you're crushing on somebody. I mean, that's also something of you. It's something that's positive. You'd rather be crushing on people and admiring people and sending kindness to people than being hateful, envious, and nasty and sending negative energy. Because, oh my God, just because you're on social media, you think that specifically people that are very empathic, when they're people showing them negative energy, even on social media, people feel it. You feel that something's off, and that it has to do sometimes with your social media accounts, regardless which one it is. So sometimes you have to be like, hey, this person's always looking at my stuff. They stalk my stuff, never say hi, never like on anything. That's a person that you want to pay attention to and say, you know what, I need to remove this person, block them, get them off my thing, and just give them a little check, and just give yourself that moment to check on them, because you don't want to have that negative stuff towards you or you towards them. I say crush on people 100 times over than try to send them negative stuff and being hateful, because that's not good. So the flirtation is definitely there. I feel that that's going on for a lot of Pisces, especially because Pisces could be flirtatious without even knowing that they're being flirtatious. They just get caught up with feeling good. They're a people pleaser. They want to show the best side of themselves. They want to empathize with you. They want to put themselves in your shoes so they could really understand you. And by God, they do. So with this card of the Great Bear and the Woodward, for your love reading, of how your love reading is, I feel that there's definitely all that flirtation going back and forth, and somebody there could be jealous. There's like a jealous vibe with this card right here. Very protective and very and Pisces, you could be very, very possessive. You love, and you love hard, so you tend to have sometimes this attitude. I was laughing about that earlier today. I can't believe it's come up right here as well. That you guard what is precious to you. When you love and fall in love, you fall in love hard, especially if you have your Pisces and your Venus. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's like, whoa. Like, it's like, I love you so hard kind of love. But you want to make that person happy. And with this being how he's like protecting the entrance to his cave, is like, no, you can look at all you want, but just know that if you want to cross that line and come into my territory, into my woman or to my dude, I will fight you to the fucking death. I will cut you up. I will chew you up and spit you out like nobody's business. But in the other hand, there's also this very this energy of being, that's, you know, on my protective side. That's one of my fishes that are like, I'm going to be like very protective because I love my significant other. Even it could be a friend. It could be like for the people that are not in a romantic relationship. This could definitely be like you're just very protective of your best friend, of your coworker, whoever it could be that this energy could be coming from. But I could definitely tell you with this card and in the love or the flirtatious or the friendships or the social media kind of thing, you are getting a lot of jealous vibes where people are like, oh, hating on you because they feel like you're just glowing and you're being flirtatious, and they're taking it kind of in the way of, who does this person think she is, or how does he think he is? Why is he flirting? Why is he being like this? Well, because you feel like this is your time to shine. You're sitting back feeling like the king and queen that you are, and you're feeling it like, I got it all good. Like all this wands and stuff, all this fire energy is like the passion and the sexuality and the sexual tension that you may be going on and stuff of that sort. You're feeling at your best where you're showing your spouse or partner or your ex or people that are hitting you up to see how you're doing that you messed up if you dropped this, because I am at the best that I've ever been. I'm looking the best that I've ever have been looking. I put in the work. I, dieted, lost weight, whatever the thing may be. Or you just started to work really hard. I feel like that's also part of it, that it doesn't have to be just for people that lost weight. And congratulations to you if you did. But it doesn't have to be that. Sometimes I feel like this means also that you put in the work regarding your persona, because well, people don't know that when you're angry and you're hating and you're just in a bad place in your life, whatever way, shape, or form that may be, economically, spiritually, financially, or physically, it shows in our face. It shows when we speak, because we could be, talking in a very aggressive way, or being very short with people, or being very, you know, cheeky and very forward. And it doesn't just refer to speech. It could be your attitude, this attitude of, I just don't want to I don't want to deal with that, you know. So when you take the time to do the self-care, to ground yourself, because it's very important to ground yourself. And when I say ground yourself, go sit outside. Go tuck your feet into the dirt. Touch the earth with your hands if it's too cold because you can't do it with your feet. Like, sit in nature. Go sit by a tree. Even if it's cold and you're somewhere where you're watching this, and you can just go and sit next to a tree and just hold a tree. Put your hands on the tree. That's grounding. It takes 5 to 15 minutes to take some effect, where you're like, oh my God, I feel so good. How can this feel so good? And then look at him. He's actually by a tree on a cliff. That is awesome. So he's kind of there just hanging back and seeing everything of how, you know, people around around you are, that they're admiring you, they're giving you the compliments. You feel that you came, you did, you achieved, you feel like the winner, you feel like you conquered, you feel like you went through the ringer and came out squeaky clean, beautiful, ready for love, ready for a commitment, ready for anything. That this Pisces that came out here in this relationship isn't gonna take no shit. This person isn't taking shit. You're gonna do what I say, because this is how I want this relationship to go. And if you can't give me what I'm asking for, you need to go. Because I am at my freaking best. I am feeling so good, so sexy, so hot. And I know I have people looking. I know they are. I know they're looking. Huh? This is a card that was going to be coming up for the love reading. Path. Wander on the path less traveled. What you may find might surprise you. Guess what? Pisces doesn't like to leave their comfort zone for too long. They do like to go and try new things, and then they come right back to what's safe. So look at the path that the card is talking about, where it's saying, go look at other horizons. Go try things that you would have never thought you were going to try. A Pisces up here on a cliff, just, hey, I'm out here. I'm going to be in nature. I'm going to put myself out there. That's you putting yourself out there in the social middle of everything, of the party, just going out and putting yourself out there. You're putting yourself out there, and people are very much taking notice. Very much taking notice. So I'm going to get a couple of more cards to see what else shows for the romantic side of Pisces. Okay, this one wants to come out. Oh, Jesus Christ. Two of Vessels, Two of Cups. Some of you guys are in a relationship with your soulmate, and it has gotten so much stronger in the last month, even though you had some struggles there of jealousy in the past. Who's that person? Why are they hitting you up? Why are they looking at your stuff? La 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 la. This is my domain. They better not fucking cross it. But you love each other. You love each other, and you're here. You came together, and you're like, hey, we're gonna work this out. These are the soulmates. These are the soulmates. Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. This is your card. So if you're not in a relationship at the moment and you've been putting it out into universe, after you look this fucking hot, this freaking sexy, you're attracting your soulmate. They see you like a big ass beacon from far away. You're shining, and they're coming for you. They're coming for you. They see you, and they're trying to do the actions and movements and changing directions in their life to come and find you, because now you could be seen, because now you're out. Now you're out celebrating your birthdays. Now you're out, socializing. Now you're out and being the social butterfly and showing off this new, beautiful look that you have. Being a total makeover, being losing weight, being that you worked on your spirituality and you found this beautiful inner happiness that you just can't stop smiling and radiating, and people feel it and they want to be around you. This also could be that this could also be the soulmates, could also be best friends. This could be a sibling, your sister, your brother. If you're, real tight with one of your siblings, a cousin, an auntie, an aunt, anything. That you guys are hitting it up. You're going to keep going out. That y'all might have been in maybe a bad place before where y'all were just like, nah, we don't want to leave the cave. We're doing our introverted thing. And they're like, come on, you need to get yourself together. Put on your blue eyeliner and let's go. And you finally decided to do that, and you're like, no, if I want to go out, I'm going to go all out. All eccentric. I want to put all my beautiful jewelry, my best freaking makeup, the most, flashy of everything, bohemian, hippie style, whatever your style your aesthetic may be. And I'm going to bring my A game. And they saw that. Guys or girls, this doesn't matter. And you're finding new relationships. And since we just talked about up here for the career part, this could also be that your boss or your, because this could also be a boss. If your boss is seeing how wonderful you're being and they just see this, they just saw you like bloom into this beautiful flower where you're just being kind of like very introverted and quiet and not wanting to speak out and wanting to people please everybody and all that. And they're like, you know what, this Pisces is a great worker and such, but man, I wish they could just, push more and go forward and just open themselves up. This could be a boss saying, man, I should definitely pay attention to this, Pisces, because they're bringing in their A game. There's something different with them. I like it. Let's get with that. Let's give them a raise. Let's just, compliment them, and you're feeling so much more wonderful at work that you're just bringing out the best, and you're just like creating the best of your work, whatever that may look like. So I'm going to get another card for self-care, because self-care is very important, and get a card to give you a parting self-care of what you want to do to continuously be flowing in this great energy that is so balanced. And I know that I said that I picked this card out for myself today. And since I'm a Pisces collective as well, I'm putting that out there for you as well. But we're going to ask for another one, especially for you guys, for the collective of who's going to be seeing this reading. And this reading is timeless. It doesn't matter, when you fall and see, fall into this rabbit hole of YouTube world, and you're like, oh my God, this is like a year later or whatever it may be, and you just happen to resonate with it. That's because that's when you were meant to listen to the message. Sometimes you could have already seen this video and then 6 months go by and you re-listen to it and something else hits and you're just like, I didn't really notice that when she said that before. Why am I rewatching it? Well, it's showing up on my feed again, and you just happen to click on it or whatever. And that's when the time for the message is supposed to, you're supposed to hear it. What is a party message that we want to continue to give self-care for our beautiful, wonderful, flirtatious Pisces at the moment? Happy birthday to all you February Pisces, and happy birthday to all you March Pisces. Love you, my home team. Ooh. So for our female Pisces, connect to your womb. That's a very beautiful card. So connect to Goddess, connect to your more feminine self. Pisces is a very feminine energy, especially from our females, where they just like to be very girly. Embrace that. I feel that there's some of you out there that are my women watchers that are sometimes having to put this other hard-ass persona and be more of a male-oriented energy because of their work field, or where they're working, or who they're surrounded by so much male energy that they need to have this more masculine energy, and they don't really want to have that. It's like a facade, just like an alter ego that they have to put just so they could survive society. Don't do that. Embrace yourself. When you're gonna, if you're PMSing, take care of yourself. Give yourself those days. Pamper yourself. Do what you gotta do. Let's see if we could get another card just for our guy Pisces that could be watching this for their self-care. Connect with your ancestors. Very powerful. So when you sit by that tree, tell your ancestors that you want to connect with them, that you want them to guide you, to be there, to give you those messages and synchronicities, your terror tribe. Let them know that you want to know what it is that you're supposed to do in this world, and if everything's going the way you're supposed to be going, and to give you those messages in ways that you can understand them, in dreams, and synchronicities, and numbers, or in music that comes out, or smells that all of a sudden you smell and you're like, oh my God, that smells like my grandmother's house, or my mom's house, or whatever. Let that be a connection to your ancestors where you could thank them and let them keep guiding you. Well, that would be it for this tarot reading for Pisces for March 2020. And thank you for watching.